In April 2019, I learned the Department of Justice was investigating me. And initially, I didn't know why. And then I found out they were investigating me and later sued me civilly for the balance of my criminal restitution. And when I saw the lawsuit, I called the lawyer at the Department of Justice and said, well, why are you suing me? I don't understand. He said, well, we think you're the next Wolf of Wall Street. Jordan Belfort, you're making big money. We saw you on CNN and Fox and Dr. Phil. We think you're crushing it. And I said, hey, I like Jordan Belfort. I admire what he's overcome. I liked his book. I liked the movie. We served time at the same prison, but I was there after him. But don't think for a moment that I'm Jordan Belfort, who had $112 million in restitution, and as of this phone call has paid about $7 million of it. I reminded him that at my sentencing, 100% of the victims of my crime were paid back in full, and I contributed to that significantly, along with my former employer, UBS. The judge hit me with $535,000 in restitution, so my payments in prison and after prison essentially help reduce our $21 trillion deficit. Never complained about the restitution. Bad choices lead you into the grips of the criminal justice system, and it is difficult to emerge unscathed. I had no problem with the restitution. I committed to paying it back in full, and upon my release, while rebuilding, I made payments that started at $100 a month, then it went to $1,000 a month. Then as I began to travel and speak and make more money speaking, I would apply the whole honorarium to my restitution. I really wanted to get it paid down. So I was stunned when I saw this lawsuit in 2019, when all they had to do was reach out to me. They chose not to do it. From there, I said, can I continue to make payments? He said, here's the deal. We think your clients have money too. And if they can afford to pay your company, they probably should apply those funds to their own restitution. Therefore, we're going to subpoena your clients in front of the judge and we'll determine what's going to happen. Of course, that would have put me out of business, getting into the privacy and financial issues of my clients. I said, fine, let me find a way to get you the $170,000. He said, well, it's not just 170. It's going to be 220 with the interest and penalties. I don't want you to think for a moment that I'm complaining. I'm not. I'm grateful. I'm fortunate, I suppose, I've been able to work with my team to build a business that would enable me to even somehow come up with this money. And I'm proud that despite having this restitution, I paid it in full because that's a commitment I made to my judge at sentencing. What I didn't appreciate was the way they spoke to me, but that's what they do when you're a convicted felon. They look at you for the bad things that you've done. They don't look at you for who you're trying to become, because they see you on TV once or twice. They presume you're making big money without considering everything else that might have gone in, the hours and years of building that business. The takeaway, try to avoid the criminal justice system. This is your scared straight message. Try to avoid the criminal justice system. Try to avoid going to prison. But if you do, you get involved in it, do all you can to emerge unscathed and get ready to deal with a lot of career bureaucrats. Thanks for the question.